Hello, my friends. I am Peymon Mottahedeh, the president of Freedom Law School, which I founded in 1996. And I'm going to show you how the term United States that defines who's got to pay income tax in the Internal Revenue Code applies only to citizens and residents of Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia. It really means only the District of Columbia. Now, before you continue watching this presentation, make sure that you have watched this other presentation, okay, on our YouTube channel called Only 1% of Americans Must File and Pay U.S. Income Taxes as shown on government's own websites, a short video, which also there's a longer video that comes up at the end on the left, the box, 32 minutes long, or you have another video also called 99% of Americans Need Not File and Pay U.S. Income Taxes as shown on government's own website, the full version. Either one of those is fine. You should do those first. Now, assuming you've done so, let me give you a quick review that you see in the Internal Revenue Code, okay, Title 26. We covered the fact that in Chapter 79 definitions, Section 7701, it says when used in this title, which is Title 26, the definition of United States as state are very clear and specific, that the term United States, when used in a geographical sense, includes only the states and the District of Columbia, and the term state shall be construed to include the District of Columbia. Okay. Now, people say, well, but I'm not sure about the word state, and I'm not sure if the word it really includes the 50 states or not. Well, it does not include the 50 states, folks, and I will show you in that 838 United States person also means a citizen resident of D.C. That United States is D.C., not the 50 states. Well, the nail on the coffin in all these different code sections that have different unique definitions of the term United States and state. For example, here it is in Internal Revenue Code. We have a chapter, subchapter A on petroleum, that define for this subchapter the term United States means the 50 states. There it is, folks. And a bunch of U.S. territories listed here. Yep, see? They use the term 50 states when they can apply the income the taxes, oil tax to 50 states. They can do that. Here's Section 3121. FICA, Federal Insurance Contribution Act, has its own definition. And it says in Section 3121 definitions, you go down, United States, in the geographical sense, includes the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, Guam, and American Samoa. See? Has very unique, specific definitions. And the term state includes the District of Columbia, the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, Guam, and American Samoa. The 50 states are not there. And funny thing is, look at this. The District of Columbia is listed as a state, even though D.C. is not a state. None of these are states. These are territories of the United States, but for this law, they're all a state. In the United States, it includes only these territories that are specifically mentioned, but the District of Columbia is not specifically mentioned. This shows you we have to go by these specific definitions, even if they're different from what you and I understand. Okay, folks, you got to watch the longer, more detailed presentation below. That's where I can give you a lot more examples of definitions in income tax laws, customs duties, and other titles of federal laws, how the definition of United States and state are very different, which means they all matter, they're all important, and we have to go by these very specific definitions, which at the end means what? It means that in Section 7701, when it says United States, includes the District of Columbia, and state includes also the District of Columbia. That's all it is. D.C. Therefore, everything here applies to D.C. citizens primarily. The income tax is for D.C. citizens. District of Columbia. Okay? Not you in the 50 states. You in the 50 states do not have to file an income tax. So watch the longer video in the description below this video. That will give you much more detailed understanding and explanation of this issue. so you can be free. And then, folks, remember, go to our website at livefree.org if you have done that before, and start taking the 7 steps below to live free of IRS deception, robbery, slavery now. Go to livefree.org and start your journey to freedom now.